Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Happy 2018, everybody. All right, so let's get back to the regular old BJCP style guidelines here and trying to go back in order. We'll start with, we'll pick up where we left off. Category 12, Pale Commonwealth Beer. This category contains pale, moderately strong, hop-forward, bitter ales from countries within the former British Empire. And 12A, British Golden Ale. Overall impression, a hop-forward, average strength to moderately strong pale bitter. Drinkability and a refreshing quality are critical components of the style. And for that, I got Old Golden Hen. And yes, I have two bottles here because I cannot make heads or tails out of their ridiculous bottling code. So I don't know if one is really old and the other one's just a little old or fresh or who knows. I can't make heads or tails out of the bottling code. So I just picked up a couple different ones with different bottling codes on it. I saw one with 17 on it and one with 16. So I assume those are the years, so we're going to drink the 17 one. All right, so let's check the comments, history, all that stuff. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but, it said it started as like a summer beer, and the style comparison says, more similar to American Pale Ale than anything else, though is often lower in alcohol and usually features British ingredients, has no caramel and fewer esters compared to British bitters and pale ales, dry as bitters but with less malt character to support the hops, giving a different balance, often uses and features American hops more so than most other modern British styles. Look at our vitals, 20 to 45 IBUs, 2 to 6 SRM, so very light colored beer, 3.5 to 5% ABV. So, yeah, it's basically the British equivalent of like an American pale ale. All right, so I got the Old Golden Hen in the lager glass here. Let's dive right into the aroma. Well, it's definitely hoppy, and they mention on their website that they use a Tasmanian hop, and it's like supposed to be, and it even mentions it around the bottle here, tropical notes of grapefruit and all that stuff. So, I mean, maybe that, I'm just getting that because they put it in my head, but yeah, it's pretty similar to like an American pale ale or maybe even IPA. Plenty of citrusy, tropical, fruity hops. Just kind of generic base malt, nothing particularly sweet about it. None of those classic British esters, like, well, maybe like a tiny little, very, very subtle, like that kind of appley ester you tend to get in like ESPs and stuff like that. I think there might be a faint, like real faint amount of diacetyl in here, but I mean, mostly it's hops and it's very simple nose, just hops and generic pale malt, and that's about it. So let's check the specs. Aroma. Hop aroma is moderately low to moderately high and can use any variety of hops, floral, herbal, or earthy English hops, and citrusy American hops are most common. True. Frequently, a single hop variety will be showcased, which is true with this beer. Light to no malt aroma, no caramel, medium low to low fruity aroma from the hops rather than esters, little to no diacetyl. So yeah, they say little to no. So there might be a smidge in here. I think, and it's not distracting, and it's like really faint. Like the average person probably wouldn't pick it up, but yeah. So I mean, it's conforming to the style guidelines. I'm gonna go pretty high, kind of torn between a 9 and a 10. I'm gonna be really generous and give it a 10. Appearance, well, I mean, certainly on the dark end of golden, like slightly coppery. Kind of looks like apple juice. Hold up to the sunlight there. It's more of a maize kind of color. I don't know if it's straight up copper, but yeah, like a real deep golden. So I mean, they got the golden right, and had about a 2 finger, kind of off-white froth when I poured it. We'll see if it sticks around. So, pretty good looking beer. Appearance, straw to golden in color. Clear to brilliant clarity, true. Low to moderate white head, true. A low head is acceptable when carbonation is also low. I forgot to take a reading on the, I'd call it about a 5 to 7 SRM. What do you think? And it says 2 to 6 is the range, so it's within the guidelines. I'm going to go full 3 out of 3. So far, so good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, this is kind of reminding me of kind of an American pale ale, but maybe more of like a blonde ale. Well, it's got a lot of hops for what you would consider a generic blonde ale. And the hop character is there, and it also has like, although it's kind of a combination of the hops that they're using. I forget the name of them. They just said Tasmanian hops, tropical notes in grapefruit and mango, tropical fruits and malt sweetness with a crisp finish. I don't really get malt sweetness. I just kind of get like generic, malt base laying a foundation there. So it's like fruity kind of tropical hops up front. Very American or New World style, since it's not American hops. Just something you'd be used to in like a San Diego type beer. Yeah, so fruity hops. Bitterness it's low, but it's strong enough to notice. Just kind of underlying dry bitterness. It's not, big hop bomb. I imagine a lot of these are late edition hops to get mostly aroma and flavor. Not so much on the IBU scale there. It's probably like 20 IBUs or less. I checked the website. I don't think it said the IBU range on it. The malt is, like I said with the aroma, it's just kind of generic pale malt. Maybe like a little bit of a crystal or some, that classic British style maltiness to it. Although it could also be yeast esters that I'm tasting. So that's like a little bit of fruitiness in there that I can tell is not just the hops. And it does have that tiny little bit of diacetyl to give it like this little buttery taste, which, believe it or not, actually works like with the hops and the malt base. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. And it's only 4.1 ABV, so pretty impressive. It's got a lot going on for such a light beer. Let's check the specs on flavor. Medium to medium high bitterness. I'd probably say medium. Hop flavor is moderate to moderately high in any hop variety, although citrus flavors are increasingly common. Yeah, I'd say moderate. Medium low to low malt character, true. Generally bready with perhaps a little biscuity flavor. Okay, true. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, biscuity. Yeah, I would agree with that. Medium low malt character. I would say bready straight up, but perhaps a little biscuity flavor, true. Caramel flavors typically accent, true. I don't get caramel. I do get a tiny little bit of butter. Little to no diacetyl. Okay, true. Hop bitterness and flavor should be pronounced, true. Moderately low to low esters. True. I said just tiny little bit of like an apple-y kind of thing in there. Medium dry to dry finish. True. It's like a completely clean finish. Very refreshing while it's in the mouth. Bitterness increases with alcohol level, but is always balanced. Like I said, only 4.1 ABV. Not 100% sure of the IBUs. Untapped says 10. That seems a little low, but yeah. So I mean, it's hitting on all the notes for the style. And it's a pretty tasty, drinkable beer. I'm going to go pretty high in this. I'm going to go 17. Definitely a light body. Carbonation is not like a Bud Light spastic champagne carbonation. I'd say it's medium low. I would not call it low straight up. It's just for light, literally a light beer in all ways. It's fairly low carbonation. So yeah, medium low, light body, medium low carbonation, very smooth, refreshing, crisp, sessionable, 4.1 ABV, crushable. Like you can see I'm just sucking this right down. I'm probably going to throw back that other bottle as soon as I finish this review. Great summer beer, especially here in Florida. The only complaint is that it's in bottles instead of cans. This would be awesome in can. I bet this would do really well in Florida, California, warm weather states if this was in cans instead of bottles, because you could take it to the beach in places like that. So really like the mouthfeel and drinkability on this one. Let's check the specs. Light to medium body, low to moderate carbonation on draft, although bottled commercial versions will be higher. Stronger versions may have a slight alcohol warmth, but this character should not be too high. So yeah, light to medium body, true. Like I said, it's like tiny bit over light body, but low to moderate carbonation. Yeah, low to moderate, medium low. That's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go the full 5 out of 5 on mouthfeel there. I don't see any reason why not. I will say there's like a tiny little bit of like a buttery aftertaste. Overall impression, I'm gonna say 9. 44 out of 50 for Old Golden Hen. I've overlooked this beer for years, so if you see it, pick it up. Maybe wait till the summer if you live in a cold weather place. But yeah. All right, so I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.